Go. Yeah, there we go. Right, sweet. Share, stream, copy. Facebook. And we got anyone in? Shush dog. Oh, first one to notice, Addy. Beard's gone. Beard's gone. I played golf. I think it was the game I played with you last week, and then I played Druid, and I played with Alan on Saturday. It was just too hot, man. It's dripping. And then I went to work. I worked Tuesday, yesterday. I was pouring with sweat. It was too much, so I had to come off. Lockdown pub quiz. Trying to get the YouTube link sorted again. Delete. Create post. YouTube link for a second time. Post. Hey, Stephen. There we go. Right, there is a YouTube link on the page for a second time. Here we go. We've got two people. Oh, two people in on YouTube already. Paul Beans. Move that back. Hopefully that's got enough charge. Pop you back there. Dave, yes, I did enjoy my golf. Adrian got beat. Alan got beat. Drew got beat. I beat my son for the first time. Come on. I was so happy. Little bugger. I'm live. Go away. Don't want it. Huh? No, I probably have you rebooted? You done a reboot? Oh, what are you playing? FIFA? Fortnite? Why doesn't your FIFA work?
It doesn't run. It happens to COD as well.
Do a hard reboot on your Xbox. Pull the power cable out the back of it for 5 minutes or so. Just let it shut down completely. Right. I want to try and share the stream. It's interesting. I found out actually that the viewing figures that we've had actually aren't all that accurate, because I've had a few people tell me that they do it, but I haven't seen them pop up as joining or anything like that. So their numbers are accurate. FIFA 20 is the worst football game ever. Period. Right. I need to be able to see comments on there. Right. I'll get the bottom of the bowl of my ice cream. Don't tell the nutrition guy. Ice cream doesn't count when it's warm, does it? You like sweat it out because it's more like a liquid, isn't it? Ah, there we go. Yeah, okay. Dave, yeah, that makes sense. I know a couple of friends have said that they do it, and but they do it quietly. So, yeah, so probably got a lot more people watching than I think. But evening, Tracy. But doesn't matter now. Last one tonight. Got a nice 6-rounder tonight. We've gone for one extra round as it's the last one. We're going to have an extra round. Questions are done by our good friend Chris Cooper again. However, I have lobbed in a few of my own again. Jan and Neil ready and raring to go. Good stuff, Janet. Nice to have you on board. Dave, mainly FIFA 19 Ultimate Team or COD. Warzone is the winner. Warzone is the best game I've ever played. I can't stop playing it at the moment. You're lucky you've got me on a quiz tonight because I would no, I wouldn't say I'd much rather be playing it. I would much rather be doing this. But no, that's a lie. I'd much rather be playing COD. So good. Such a good game. Yeah, Chris, there's loads of quizzes out there. Adrian and Julian, I played with golf with Adrian last week, and he actually had a week where he did a string of quizzes every night. They enjoy a good pub quiz. They won this one last week. He was hoping last week would be the last one so he could be the final winner, but I thought, oh, I can't do that. We'll make sure we've got another one going in that case. But yeah, if you do want any quizzes, Adrian seems to be the guy to ask. So if anybody does fancy doing more quizzes, let me know and I can find out what Julian's got planned because he seems to be doing them every night. He was telling me about a guy in Colchester at one of the pubs who's doing a good one, but it involves downloading an app and he has multiple choice answers on his app. And you interact with him that way and stuff. And it sounded really good. It sounded a little bit too technical for me. I am quite a technical person, but I just wanted to keep this as simple as possible. So I didn't bother downloading any apps or making it too complicated for people. I wanted people to jump in, play it, and have fun, and be quick, short, and over. Just give something for people to do. But if people have got to download apps and stuff like that, then that's when people kind of start going, oh, I can't be bothered. I know I do anyway. So Dave, fun fan, but no, I know where Bunker 11 is. I haven't managed to get into it yet. I did get a key card last week one day and happened to unlock one of the bunkers and got a load of loot in there. But yeah, that Bunker 11 is supposed to be hard as nails to get into. I might give it a go later. I'll see if the boys are on. Pretty sure they will be. Baggles in. Chris, Paul, Dad's in. Nicola and Wardy playing golf with Wardy on Sunday. Looking forward to that, Mr. Ward. Get down here bright and early. Although you can't get in the clubhouse, so there's not much point in getting there too early. But if you want to knock some balls first, then yeah, probably get down there for 11ish. Hit some balls. You can go into the actual range part, but yeah, they've opened up all the grass bays and stuff. Mr. Saunders is in. Another 5 minutes or so, and then we will crack on. Pat's in. Hello, Pat. Hope you're well. Butlers are back. Butlers want their title back. They want to finish finish it strong. Well, I don't know if this is week 9 or 10, one or the other. Whatever it is, whoever wins tonight is the everlasting champion. You have bragging rights until Boris Johnson puts us in lockdown again, and then I might crack out the quizzes. Yes, so you've got bragging rights for a while if you win tonight. No cheating. Phones off. Oh, pen. Cups of tea ready. You've got 5 minutes. Get your brews ready. Get your wine ready. Well, I'm assuming everyone's back working now, or for the majority of people. Maybe a few drinks tonight. Not best thing. They are tough questions tonight. I think it's a good mix tonight of questions. We got some. Chris has been a bit harsh on some. I'm going to say they are. Some of them are seriously tough, and then I've thrown in some dumbed down questions from myself, which hopefully will keep it fun for everyone as always. Giles is in. Hope everyone is doing okay, enjoying the weather. Been a nice bank holiday weekend. Sitting out in the garden, laying in the hammock, playing some golf. Actually just spent a lot of time sitting on my backside playing Xbox, to be honest with you. Not really making the most of it, if I'm honest. But a few nice dog walks around the jam factory. If you see me out and about walking my 2 beagles with my wife, say hello. We usually walk about kind of between now and 8 o'clock. We might go out. Are we going out for a walk this evening? We're going out for a dog walk after this. You don't know? Oh, okay. We might do. Well, you usually walk around the jam factory or go to the Pittsfields. Do, 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 do. I think I missed anyone. Right, a few more minutes and then we'll crack on, people. Check my emails one last time for the day. Good to go. This isn't auto scrolling again. How do we get, does anyone know how to get it to auto scroll? It's really annoying. Just don't want to do it. Granddad dog's in the house. What's up, Granddad dog? There's my dog. She's all right. She won't be if she carries it on, but you know. Why is it as soon as I start doing this, people start messaging me all of a sudden? Every week. My coughing dog. She's got a heart murmur, so if you hear any nasty coughing in the background, that is my dog. What's up, Ryan? Cool beans. Right. Okay. I think we'll get cracking. Everyone got a pen and paper at the ready? Yeah, YouTube is all fine now. Yeah, I've got some YouTube sorted. I had to do a reboot on the laptop and recreate the stream, but we are there finally. Thank God I don't have to use that anymore. If we are all ready, we shall get cracking. So we have 6 rounds tonight. In case anyone missed me saying it, 6 rounds. We got questions donated again by Chris Cooper. Thank you very much. Made life a lot easier for me the last week or two. Now I've been back working. Don't have quite so much time on my hands. Kind of hoping we get thrown back into lockdown because I like being lazy. But Chris has been pretty helpful. We've got 6 rounds of questions, quite difficult, some of them. I have taken a few, I've changed a few of them and put in some of my own ones. I haven't counted up, actually. I'm not as organised as I thought I was. I'll count up later. But we shall get cracking. So, question number 1, round 1. In what sport is the Flying Dutchman class? In what sport is the Flying Dutchman class? 10 points in round 1. 10 points in round 2. $13 in round 3. Question 2. In what sea would you be in if you were paddling in Blackpool? In what sea would you be in if you were paddling in Blackpool? 10 points in round 4. 10 points in round 5. 6. And 11 points in round 6. Chris was intending round 6 to be all about colours, but I've actually changed that. But good idea, Chris. Anyway, right, question number 3. What is Michael Jackson's real name? What is Michael Jackson's real name? I've drunk the tea already. Question 4. Who rides a horse called Shadowfax? Who rides a horse called Shadowfax? Oh, I've just realised I didn't put a motorsport question in for my old man. Oh well. I think I did put one in for the in-laws this week though, somewhere. Question 5. The Coral Sea is in which ocean? The Coral Sea is in which ocean? Yes, I did put one in for the in-laws this week. Got one for your mum and dad this week. Yeah, sorry, Dad. I don't think so, anyway. Question 6. What bird is associated with Crystal Palace Football Club? We had to get a Palace question in there eventually, and it's last week. So I thought, better time than ever. What bird is associated with Crystal Palace Football Club? The Mighty Palace, Selhurst Park, South London. I can't think of one. I don't bloody know enough about it. As we established last week when I got the question wrong. Question 7. What number president was Barack Obama? What number president was Barack Obama? That's a tough one. Hopefully I've got no questions that I can't pronounce this week as well. Probably should have read through them properly out loud earlier to make sure. Adrian tried getting me to say the Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, that one again last week. Can't remember what it is now. Osteology. Question 8. Osteology is the study of what? Osteology is the study of what? Nebuchadnezzar. Can't remember. I can't remember. Question 9. What is the full name of Sheldon's girlfriend in The Big Bang Theory? What is the full name of Sheldon's girlfriend in The Big Bang Theory? If you haven't seen The Big Bang Theory, I apologize. We're watching it on Netflix at the moment. There's absolutely loads of it. It's quite funny in places, but it does get a little bit much at sometimes. You can only watch kind of 5 or 6 episodes, and then you have to take a break for a few weeks because Sheldon's quite an annoying character. Well, he is for me anyway. But I would like her surname as well, first name and surname. Quiet on YouTube tonight. Question 10 to end round 1. What does 19 stand for in COVID-19? What does the 19 stand for in COVID-19? No, Dad, it's not going in. Too late. Only you would get it. Right, that closes round 1. Round 2, question 1. Who first hosted Blankety Blank? Who first hosted Blankety Blank? Question 2. What group sung about baggy trousers? What group sung about baggy trousers? Question 3. In the original game of Cluedo, what character had a fruit as a surname? In the original game of Cluedo, what character had a fruit as a surname? Question 4. How many kilograms in a metric ton? How many kilograms in a metric ton? Dad messaging you, bald. You don't know the answers, Dad. Is that what the problem is? You don't know the answers. Number 5. Alphabetically, what comes first in the periodic table? Alphabetically, what comes first in the periodic table? We've all got to download that app tomorrow, haven't we, for the track and trace, I think. I don't know if it's on the App Store yet. Probably not. Track and trace. RAM track and trace. No, not yet. Question 6. David Beckham once scored for Man United from the halfway line, but who were Man United playing on that day? David Beckham once scored for Man United from the halfway line, but who were Man United playing that day? Evening, Fricka. Question 7. Who played Kelso in That 70s Show? Who played Kelso in That 70s Show? That's what it was called. It was called That 70s Show, if you haven't seen it. It's hilarious. It's well worth watching. It's on Netflix, I think. Good show. Changed it. God, you're nitpicking tonight, aren't you, old man? Crikey. Get out of bed on the wrong side or something. Question 8. In 2014, who became the 12th Doctor Who? In 2014, who became the 12th Doctor Who? You might get the next one, Pops. You might get the next one. I'm looking for the actor's name who played Doctor Who. Never heard of him. Don't watch Doctor Who. Oh, yeah, him. Yeah. Odd looking dude. Question 9. Hunt for Red October was written by who? Hunt for Red October was written by who? And last question for round 2. Jonah Lomu played for which country? Jonah Lomu played for which country? 10 points up for grabs in that round. Did I see Adrian's sister-in-law in? Mr. and Mrs. Baines? Yes, they are. Mr. and Mrs. Baines are in. Don't know why I thought of that. Okay, round 3, question 1. In which Italian city would you find Neapolitan? In which Italian city would you find Neapolitan? Question 2. Name all 4 of the in-betweeners. Just need their first names, all 4 of the in-betweeners. Point for each. I kind of do miss my beard a little bit. I miss doing that. Oh, it was like getting out here at one point. Damn it. Question 3. In a standard deck of cards, how many of the queens hold flowers? In a standard deck of cards, how many of the queens hold flowers? Question 4. Which battle brought the Tudor dynasty to power? Which battle brought the Tudor dynasty to power? Question 5. What is the name of the police officer in Top Cat? Neapolitans. Neapolitans. Plural. Question number 6. Barry Sheene is famous for what? Barry Sheene is famous for what? What's up, Budster? You come say hello? What's happening? Come say hello. Come on, quick. Up, up. Here he is. Oh, crikey. What's that? Oh, no, you want the ice cream bowl. Question 7. O'Hare Airport is in which US city? Look. No, that's my ice cream bowl. Go away. Right, look, don't tell Mum. Don't tell Mum. Yeah, don't worry, Brian. I'll go back through at the end. Just keep note of which questions you need repeated, and I'll go through them at the end for you. No problems. Yeah, no problems, Dave. Same for you, fella. We'll do them at the end. No problems. Questions 7 and 8, round 2. This one and this one. And question 4. Was that question 4 in round 3, Ryan? Question 8. Hale and Pace were a comedy duo from the 80s and 90s, but what were their first names? What were their first names? Hale and Pace were a comedy duo from the 80s and 90s, but what were their first names? Something I remember sitting down and watching my dad when we... Oh, must have been about 4 or 5, I reckon. Yeah, okay. Round 3, question 4. I'll do that at the end for you, no problems. Round 2, question 8. Yeah, that one's up. Yeah, no problems. No problems, Joe. Question number 9. How many Crocodile Dundee films are there? How many Crocodile Dundee films are there? Or were there, should I say? Probably better. How many Crocodile Dundee films were there? Last one for round 3. Which city does Sugarloaf Mountain overlook? Which city does Sugarloaf Mountain overlook? Round 4. Question 1. What TV character's well-known saying is, "I don't believe it"? What TV character's well-known saying is, "I don't believe it"? Question 2. What was the name of the girl in Roald Dahl's BFG? What was the name of the girl in Roald Dahl's BFG? Question 3. What does VHF stand for? What does VHF stand for? It's Victor Hotel Foxtrot. Question 4. Who were the last winners of the old First Division title? Who were the last winners of the old First Division title before it switched to the Premier League? Question 5. In Cockney rhyming slang, what are apples and pears? In Cockney rhyming slang, what are apples and pears? Dee 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 dee. Question 6. In September 1955, what was the first product to be advertised on UK TV? Oh, God. In September 1955, what was the first product to be advertised on UK TV? Now, unless that's common knowledge, I'm expecting everyone that's taking part to go, yeah, righto. Could have been anything, couldn't it? 1955. Hoop and a stick. Loaf of bread. Love to know if anyone gets that. Chris, you were 2. God, not even my old man was born. I think my old man was 59. So he ain't going to know. It'd be interesting to know if that's common knowledge or not. I don't know if it is. If that's like something you should know, like the first ever advert or something like that. Question 7. In what year did the London Underground open? In what year did the London Underground open? Question 8. Hooking, slashing, and checking are terms used in which sport? Hooking, slashing, and checking are terms used in which sport? It's quite a well-known quiz question. I must admit, I don't, until I've done this, I've never really done many pub quizzes. I think maybe 2 in my entire life, 3 at a push. Question 9. What is the black spot in the eye called? What is the black spot in the eye called? I'm not going to do it. Poke myself in the eye. Have to do the rest of the quiz from A&E. That could be entertaining, couldn't it? Question 10, last one for round 4. What is the capacity of Wembley Stadium? What is the capacity of Wembley Stadium? Two more rounds to go. We're doing 6 rounds this week. Last week, 6 rounds. Thought you might want to see me for just a little bit longer. Can't imagine anything more boring than sitting and watching me for an hour and a half, but I was called a babysitter. Someone said I can't think who it was. Someone said that I've been their babysitter. Someone refers to me as their babysitter when they're doing the quiz, which was sweet. Don't know who I'm babysitting, but you know. Right, round 5, question 1. Which actor was swallowed by the killer shark in Jaws? Which actor was swallowed by the killer shark in Jaws? Sorry, I should have said spoiler alert. I'm going to find out who that was. Give him a little shout out. I can't think who it was. Bear with me. Which actor was swallowed by the killer shark in Jaws? Nikita. Nikita tells people you were her babysitter. Hello, Nikita. I don't know how old Nikita is, but if she needs a babysitter, I can't imagine she's that old. You should be in bed. 8:30. No, it's not. It's 7:30. You've got another hour. Question 2. Who invented electricity? Who invented electricity? Someone would come downstairs and make tea. Question 3. Who won the Formula One World Championship in 1997? Who won the Formula One World Championship in 1997? Phil? Okay, we'll come to that later, Phil. Question 4. How many time zones are there in the world? How many time zones are there in the world? Oh yeah, Tony, if we can keep the answers off of the... I'll hide that one. That's all right, Tony, you want to know. That's fine. Stops people getting cheap answers then. How many time zones are there in the world? Question numero 5. Which city has the most taxis? In which city has the most taxis? Cup of tea. Question 6. What colour is considered lucky in China? What colour is considered lucky in China? Question 7. What is the capital of Hawaii? What is the capital of Hawaii? Question 8. Where would you find the Loire Valley? Where would you find the Loire Valley? It's very quiet tonight. It was quiet last week. It's even quieter tonight. Everyone's concentrating, I think. Question 9. How many quarts in 1 gallon? How many quarts in 1 gallon? Question 10, last one for round 5. What animal produces foie gras? God, I love foie gras. What animal produces foie gras? One of my all-time favorite foods. Along with pork de roulette or roulette de porc. Bit of French loaf, bit of brie, lovely. Into round 6, the final round. The final round. Question 1. What colour jackets do they wear at Butlins? What colour jackets do they wear at Butlins? Question 2. Spell minuscule. Spell minuscule. Jane was going to take a bath, but she'd turned the heating on instead of the hot water. So now she's got to wait for the hot water to turn up. So if we can get through this, I get a bit of undisturbed gaming time. Sweet. Spell minuscule. Question 2. I hope I've spelled it right. Question number 3. In the original game of Trivial Pursuit, what colour is the entertainment category? Question 4. Last night, Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund squared off in the Bundesliga. What was the score? My dad is writing his answers down on Microsoft Word, and it's just self-corrected his minuscule question. So at least he's got 1 point right. Last night, Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund squared off against each other in the Bundesliga. What was the score? Question 5. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy are the lyrics to what song by which artist? Really hard not to sing it. Round 6, question 3, I can do again at the end, no problems. There's nothing you can know that isn't known, nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy are the lyrics to which song by which artist? Question 6. At approximately, oh, this is a good one. If you didn't know about it, at approximately 10 p.m. tonight, you might be able to see the SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule. This is true. This is 100% true. If you haven't seen it in the news, pass over as it launches 2 NASA astronauts into space. But what year did NASA last send someone to space from their Florida base? So at 10 o'clock tonight, I think they launch at 9:44 our time. SpaceX, which is that weird Elon Musk, his company, they're sending 2 NASA astronauts into space. They're going to the space station for 4 months, or 1 to 4 months, they said. And as it parts, like stage 2, we should be able to see it. It's kind of broken cloud at the moment, so hopefully we'll be able to see it. But what year did NASA last send someone to space from their from their Florida base? Almost said the answer then. They shut it down, didn't they? They stopped. If you haven't been to see that, I would highly recommend it. It's yeah, very close. Yeah, the Kennedy Space Center. I didn't actually go inside it, but we drove down to it, and yeah, it's impressive. Had dinner on the lake opposite. It was cool. Question 7. What is the name of Elton John's husband? What is the name of Elton John's husband? Question 8. How many points is F worth in Scrabble? How many points is F worth in Scrabble? Foxtrot. No half points. No half points. Question 9. Alicia Moore is the real name of which pop star? Alicia Moore is the real name of which pop star? I'll be back in 2 seconds. Right. And the last question ever, well, possibly ever, was written by
me.
Drew. Turn it around. No one wants to see your naked body. Turn it around, and then you won't get there. Then we won't get shut off. Chop, chop. And he's going to ask it. He's going to read it. Come around this. Come around this side. No, around this side. He's got his Star Wars pajamas on. Right. Go on then. Last question, written by Drew. Go on, go for it.
In Pokemon, what color are Pikachu's cheeks?
Good stuff. I'll beat you on the golf course. In Pokemon, what color are Pikachu's cheeks? That is the final question until we're thrown into lockdown again, and I'll start it up again because it gives me something to do for a bit. We are done. We are done. Okay, right. I beat him on the golf course last week. He beat me 3 times in a row, and then I went 3 deep and I beat him 3-1. He played well, but had to get beaten eventually. Right, let's go and repeat some questions. So what did we have? So we'll start on YouTube. Dave wants questions 7 and 8 from round 2. So question 7 in round 2 was, who played Kelso in That 70s Show? No, I'm not a bully. Got to get beat. If you keep beating me, you'll get bored. Question 8 in round 2 was, in 2014, who became the 12th Doctor Who? Then we have well, I've got it marked down. Someone asked for round 3, question 4, which was, which battle brought the Tudor dynasty to power? Round 5, 3 and 5. Round 5, 3 and 5. And then round 6, question 6. Okay. Someone wanted round 3, question 7, which was, O'Hare Airport is in which US city? O'Hare Airport is in which US city? Then Jade would like round 3. Oh no, that's round 3 question. That's one I just did. Paul would like round 5, questions 3 and 5. Question 3, round 5 is, who won the F1 World Championship in 1997? Who won the Formula 1 World Championship in 1997? And question 5 in round 5 was, which city has the most taxis? Which city has the most taxis? Then we have, someone wanted round 6, question 3. That was Dad. In the original game of Trivial Pursuit, what colour is the entertainment category? And did I see someone? Oh yeah, Paul wanted 6-6. 6-6 was, at approximately 10 p.m. you might be able to see the SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule pass over as it launches 2 NASA astronauts into space. So make sure you go and watch it. But what year did NASA last send someone to space from their Floridian base? What year did they last send someone to space, basically? I was just trying to eke it out because I didn't know if anyone knew about the space launch thing tonight, which is cool. It's not often you get to see that. So we've actually got a VR headset, and one of the apps on the headset is showing it live. You can actually put the headset on and it's like you're there watching it. So we're going to do that about 9:30 and then go and lay out in the hammock and hopefully see it. Don't ask me where you got to look. I have no idea what it's going to look like. I think it should be quite a big, almost like a shooting star, but bigger, a lot bigger. But we'll see. Paul wants round 4, 7 and 8. Question 7 was, in what year did the London Underground open? And question 8 is hooking, slashing, and checking are terms in which sport? Hooking, slashing, and checking are terms used in which sport? Any more repeats? Look up, Chris, to see the rocket. Yeah. Hey? No. Dave, yeah, no, it's supposed to be, they said it should be about 9:58, they reckon. They're taking off at about 9:34 or something like that. No, 9:44, I think they take off. And then we should see it at about 9:58. We should see the break off and whatnot. Which is pretty cool. I mean, love to be in Florida to see it. That kind of stuff, actually, I find quite enjoyable. Right. Anyone else need any more questions repeated? Don't think so. No one else has said anything. Let's do some answers. So question 1 in round 1. Round 1's worth 10 points. In what sport is the Flying Dutchman class? It is yachting and sailing. Yachting and sailing. If you've got one or the other, I'll take either. 1 point. Someone's just approved my post for one of the pages. Too late because we're almost finished. Question 2. In what sea would you be in if you were paddling in Blackpool? It is the Irish Sea. The Irish Sea. Question 3. What is Michael Jackson's real name? Trick question. It is Michael Jackson. Question 4. Who rides a horse called Shadowfax? Love to see if anyone got this right. That is Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. I think there's if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, I think my brother's doing a Lord of the Rings quiz. I think it's like next Tuesday or something like that, I saw, if you're interested. Question 5. The Coral Sea is in which ocean? In the Pacific. I'm getting absolutely ridiculed by my old man on Messenger tonight. I think he's had a few beers. Question 6. What bird is associated with Crystal Palace Football Club? It is the mighty eagle. Obviously, the Eagles. Question number 7. What number president was Barack Obama? He was president number 44. Question 8. Osteology is the study of what? It is bones. Bones, apparently. I haven't double checked one. I trust Chris implicitly. Question 9. What is the full name of Sheldon's girlfriend in The Big Bang Theory? It is Amy Farrah Fowler. Amy Farrah Fowler. And question 10. What does the 19 stand for in COVID-19? Nothing special apart from the fact that it was developed in 2019. So it just symbolizes the year. Yeah. Question 1, round 2. 10 points up for grabs in this round. Question 1. Who first hosted Blankety Blank? The late, great Terry Wogan. Legend. Eurovision legend. Question 2. What group sung about baggy trousers? Mum and Dad down in Calfold will know that one. It is Madness. Madness. Question number 3. In the original game of Cluedo, what character had a fruit as a surname? Professor Plum. Professor Plum. Question 4. How many kilograms in a metric ton? 1,000. Question 5. Alphabetically, what comes first in the periodic table? It's actinium. Actinium. Let me know if anyone got that right. Adrian probably got it right because he had the same question last night, probably. David Beckham, question 6. David Beckham once scored for Man United from the halfway line, but who were United playing that day? It was at Selhurst Park, but it wasn't Crystal Palace. It was Wimbledon. Wimbledon. Question 7. Who played Kelso in That 70s Show? Was Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher. Question 8. In 2014, who became the 12th Doctor Who? Was Peter Capaldi. Question 9. Hunt for Red October was written by who? Was Tom Clancy. Question 10. Jonah Lomu played for which country? New Zealand. He was a rugby player for New Zealand, probably their most famous rugby player of all time. Got to be famous if I know of him because I don't do rugby, much to my uncle's disappointment. So that's the end of round 2. 10 points up for grabs in that one. Round 3, question 1, 13 points up for grabs in this one. And I'm going to make sure I pluralize the first one. In which Italian city would you find Neapolitans? In which Italian city would you find Neapolitans? It is Naples. Naples. Question 2. Name the 4 in-betweeners. 2 of them are Palace fans. Jay, Simon, Will, and Neil. Jay, Simon, Will, and Neil. 1 point for each on that. Question 3. In a standard deck of cards, how many of the queens hold flowers? 4. All 4. Question number 4. Which battle brought the Tudor dynasty to power? It was the Battle of Bosworth. The Battle of Bosworth. Question 5. What is the name of the police officer in Top Cat? Love that question. Used to love Top Cat growing up. It's Officer Dibble. Definitely got that one right. Question 6. This was a change mid-round for the old man, this one. But I changed it a bit and then he moaned it was too easy. Barry Sheen is famous for what? Motor racing. Motorbikes, I'll give you. Motorbike racing. He was 500cc GP bikes. Question 7. O'Hare Airport is in which US city? Chicago, the Windy City. Home of the Bears. Question 8. Hale and Pace were a comedy duo from the 80s and 90s, but what were their first names? Just remember a sketch about them being bouncers or something like that. Gareth and Norman. I'm assuming it's Gareth Hale and Norman Pace, but it could be the other way around. Didn't check it. Gareth and Norman. Question 9. How many Crocodile Dundee films were there? I want to say there was only 2 because the first 2 were good. There are 3. Don't watch the third one. It's a complete waste of time. It was complete rubbish. It was about 20 years after the last one, and it was rubbish. Question 10. Which city does Sugarloaf Mountain overlook? Rio de Janeiro. So it was 13 points up for grabs in that one. Oh, there's a new spin-off of Crocodile Dundee. I think I passed on that one, Dave. Might get the kids to sit down and watch the first two, though, because they were good films. Anyway, round 4, question 1. 10 points up for grabs. Question 1. What TV character's well-known saying is, I don't believe it? Victor Meldrew. I don't believe it. Question 2. What was the name of the girl in Roald Dahl's BFG? It was Sophie. Question 3. What does VHF stand for? It stands for very high frequency. Question 4. Who were the last winners of the old First Division title? It was Leeds United. Leeds. I've got a feeling we've had that question before. Did we not have that before? Might have had that last week, didn't we? No, might have been a few weeks ago. Rings a bell, that one. Anyway, question 5. In Cockney rhyming slang, what are apples and pears? Going up the apples and pears, it is the stairs. Stairs. No problems, Leanne. You couldn't join us tonight. That's fine. We did give Nikita a shout out earlier. Her babysitter is not going to be here anymore, but Nikita did get a little shout out earlier, if she's around. Question 6. In September 1955, what was the first product to be advertised on UK TV? In the comments, if you've got this right, please tell me. It was Gibbs SR toothpaste. I'll take toothpaste because I think that's super tough. But yeah, Gibbs SR toothpaste. That is the answer to that one. Question 7. In what year did the London Underground open? It's 1863. Oh, that's right. I did have it. Yeah, Ellen Road. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Joe and Dave both got that right. SR Gibbs toothpaste. Wow. That's impressive. You guys have a lot of useless knowledge. Sorry. Oh, man. Maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. Question 8. Hooking, slashing, and checking are terms used in which sport? Is ice hockey. Ice hockey. Oh, my mother-in-law got it as well. And Chris, bloody hell. Were you all alive in 1955? Is that why you remember it? Actually, some of you might have been. Question 9. What is the black spot in the eye called? It is the pupil. The pupil. Question 10. What is the capacity of Wembley Stadium? 90,000. Although about 45,000 of them can't see the football pitch. It's like we're looking at ants. I've been there a load of times for NFL and Palace getting to various big games. And yeah, if you sit in the top tier, you can't see a damn thing. Round 5, question 1. 10 points up for grabs. There was 10 up for round 4, 10 in round 5. Question 1. Which actor was swallowed by the killer shark in Jaws? Was Robert Shaw. Question 2. Who invented electricity? Benjamin Franklin. Question 3. Who won the Formula 1 World Championship in 1997? It was Jacques Villeneuve. Question 4. How many time zones are there in the world? 24 hours in a day, so there's 24 time zones. Question 5. Which city has the most taxis? It is New York. New York, apparently. Not sure how they know that, to be honest with you, but. Question 6. What color is considered lucky in China? Is red. Mind you, I suppose if you're a taxi, you'd have to register, wouldn't you? So there probably is a log of how many there are. But then places like India, would they really register things like that? You kind of, I don't know. Question 7. What is the capital of Hawaii? Is Honolulu. On my list of places to visit one day. If you want to send me there for my 40th, Dad, that's absolutely fine. Question 8. Where would you find the Loire Valley? Beautiful place in France. Question 9. How many quarts in 1 gallon? There are 4. Question 10. What animal produces foie gras? It is a duck or a goose. I'll take either answer. Duck or goose. We won't go into how they make it. I don't agree with how they make it, but it does taste nice. If you haven't had any, I would highly recommend it. Nice bit of toast. Oh, lovely. Round 6, question 1. What colour jackets do they wear at Butlins? They are red. Question 2. Spell minuscule. God, I hope I've got this right. M-I-N-U-S-C-U-L-E. Should have checked that. Really should have checked that. I thought I was. Yeah, we'll take that. M-I-N-U-S-C-U-L-E. Question 3. In the original game of Trivial Pursuit, what colour is the entertainment category? Pink is pink. Question 4. Last night, Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund squared off against each other in the Bundesliga. But what was the score? It was 1-0 to Bayern Munich. Apparently it was a good game. I didn't watch it. I tried watching German football last weekend and got bored. Question 5. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. By the Beatles. Question 6. At approximately 10... Oh, I'm not going to go through all that. The space one. What year did NASA last send someone into space from their Florida base? It was 2011. 2011. Question 7. What is the name of Elton John's husband? David Furnish. David Furnish. Question 8. How many points is F worth in Scrabble? 4. Question 9. Alicia Moore is the real name of which pop star? Pink. And the last question from Drew, who's now shot back upstairs to play on his Xbox, obviously. In Pokemon, what color are Pikachu's cheeks? They are red. That's it, 11 points for that one. Top them up. Let me know, as per usual, how many you've got. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 64 up for grabs this week. 64 points up for grabs. Right. Who have we got? Ian Swanson, my dad, with a respectable, well, I believe to be a respectable score of 33, is the clubhouse leader. What have we got on YouTube, people? Let's see what everyone has got. This is the last one this week, so winner is holds bragging rights for possibly forever. Possibly forever. Ryan Tomset, extended family member. He got 33 as well. Dave Clark, filthy, 49. Dave Clark, are you with an E or not with an E? 49. Well done, Dave. Brilliant. Adrian, 49 as well. Oh, might hold his title. I'm going to give it to you. If that stands, you can take it as in the ride. Oh, no. No, the Butlers are back. Sorry. Butlers are back and they've smoked you out the water, mate. Absolutely brilliant, as per usual. 54 points for the Butlers. Chris, 29. Chris and Linda, lovely having you guys. Hope to see you around the village. Beatles question, 2 points. And Hale and Payne. Yeah, the Beatles question was 2 points. Yeah, that was worth 2 points. 1 point for each. Dave fell short in round 5. Jan and Neil, mostly Neil, 40 points. Not enough for top 3, I'm afraid, but a good effort. Callum, again, he had a good outing last week. 44. I'll write it down, but it's not enough to get in the top 3. What have we got? We've got Chris Saunders on 41. 39 for Tracy. Giles, 39. Dad's getting shifted right down the pack here now, and he's not going to be happy about this one. I'm going to actually cross him off the list now. Giles, 39. Grandad Dog, 37. Well done. Assuming you got the madness question right. Be a bit embarrassing if you didn't. Macy, Patch, Giles, and Carol, 39. We live half an hour away from each other. I've lived in Essex for 16 years now, and we still haven't. Well, no, we did actually once, didn't we? I think we came down when Frankie was born. Husband and kids on form tonight. They're on form every week, Joe. Got a bright bunch there. I think you should break it up. You should have broken it up. Paul Wise, 46. Paul Wise, 46. Ryan, 34. Yeah, sorry. I didn't realise that no one knew it was 2 points for the Beatles one. So Chris, 30. Chris and Linda, 30 points. Any more for any more? I think that's about it. Congratulations, the Butlers. I was going to keep tally of how many times people had won it, but you must be up there at least 3 times, I reckon. At least 3 times, but that's a great effort. Adrian and Julian, thanks for taking part, guys. Really appreciate the support. Thanks for letting me do this, guys. It's been really good fun. I hope I've entertained you. I hope I've given you something to do, take your mind off the rubbish that we have to go through at the moment. Queuing outside Tesco's for 20 minutes, having to dodge idiots in the shops who don't seem to know what social distancing is and want to breathe down the back of your neck. It's been really good fun. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If we go back into lockdown, keep an eye on the Facebook page. I'll keep it live for the foreseeable future. And if we do go back into lockdown for whatever reason, I'll boot it back up and we'll crack on and do some more. And I'll try and get it out there as much as possible. The numbers haven't been quite what I was hoping for, but you know what? It's been good fun. I've had a couple of people say hello to me out in town. So it's been nice and it has been enjoyable. If you need, I must get a word in for business as well. So if you need any floor work done, stone restoration, carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, all that kind of stuff, Powerdine floor maintenance, Powerdine cleaning. My wife runs a cleaning business in town. Our office is where the old animal welfare shop used to be on the roundabouts near Tesco's. So if you see me around or if you need anything done, don't be afraid to give us a call. Thanks again, guys. Really been good fun. I'm going to read through the comments now because there's just been a load whilst I was doing my bit. Yeah, Giles, I don't think it's a case of having enough. I don't think I've had enough. It's just time, really. It's yeah, obviously with work back on now, it's difficult to kind of to find the time to do it all. I know Chris has obviously been helping with writing the questions, but yes, it's another thing you have to remember to do. And when you're kind of trying to balance all the guidelines and stuff that we have to do with work now, it's hard to kind of squeeze it all in, because now work, I can't fit in as much work during the day because we have to sanitize and disinfect everything between jobs. So it's now I've got to do less in a day work wise, but more, if that makes sense. And it's difficult. So it's not the fact that I've had enough of doing it. It's another thing on my plate that don't really need right now whilst we're trying to get our heads around what we've got to do. Adrian, appreciate it, mate. We'll have a game of golf soon. Get your old man out as well once we can play threes, because I still haven't played a game with him. Tracy, no problems. Thank you very much for taking part. Joe, appreciate it. Ryan, speak to you later, mate, if you're on box. Chris, Paul, Dad, Janet, Sue, Auntie Lake, no problems. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, and I will hopefully speak to you all soon. Take care, stay safe, stay alert, whatever that means, and try to not get COVID-19, really. That's probably the best thing I can say to you. And watch the space station tonight, or the space launch. Have fun, guys. Take care. Thanks very much.